How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another FIFA 20 video. A Premier League team this season is in full force now, and I want to take a quick minute to kind of look ahead at what we're going to get. I believe, going based off last year, Bundesliga should be the next team this season to come out, and I've gone ahead and made another prediction with Muja. We made the Premier League one. We didn't actually we got a little bit of hate because of it, because we made the ratings a little low and we made some bold selections. So this time around, we boosted the ratings up because we did make the Premier League one before the Community one came out, so we didn't really know the ratings. However, we are very pleased with what we've made here, and we're interested to see what you guys have to say about this one. So for this video, I'm going to quickly go through each one, explain why they deserve it, and then, yeah, we'll get on with it. So to start out, the man who got robbed of Team of the Year, Lewandowski, he was an absolute monster. He leads the league in goals, and he should have got a Team of the Year card. The only reason why he didn't was because Cristiano took that 12th man. If there was a 13th man, he would have definitely gotten in. Next one, we have a guy who's probably going to get a little bit of. He's going to be an iffy one because he joined Dortmund really late. Haaland, he was an absolute monster for Dortmund when he did come in. The question is did he play enough games to get a team this season spot? EA tend to really like using this card in their promos, and he got a few informs too, so I have a feeling he's going to sneak his way into team this season. Maybe he won't be on the starting 11, maybe he'll have a little bit lower of a rating, but I think he will squeeze in somehow, whether he's an objective or an SBC, whatever it may be. I think he gets in. Next up, we have Timo Werner. He deserves it. I mean, you can just go based off his FIFA special cards. He's gotten a million informs, 2 player of the months, maybe 3, I'm not sure. But this guy was all over FIFA, and he's going to get an absolute beast of a card this team in the season. Next up, we have Sancho. Not only was he was one of the cover athletes, he led the league, and I don't think he led the league in assists, but he was very close. He did really, really well. And he really helped Dortmund out. He was an absolute creator for them, and he was just overall, he deserves a spot in this team this season. Next up, we have Neuer. He's Neuer. He's been one of the best goalkeepers for a while. He is obviously going to find his way into this team. Next up, we have Royce, and I'm happy to see Royce here in this team because Royce, it seems the past few years, he's always been injured. It was nice to see him have a great season. I think he gets a well-deserved team of the season spot. Next up, we have Havertz. Havertz was, he was really solid. Again, this is a guy you can just look at his FIFA special cards. He got a number of different informs. He's definitely deserves a spot in there. Next up, we have Hummels. Hummels was really locked down for Dortmund. And, I mean, just like anyone else in this starting lineup, it's going to be a lot of Bayern Dortmund. They're both really great teams this year, and they deserve all the spots they get. Next up, we have Ghen Abri, and he had an absolute insane season. You saw him everywhere on the highlights. Just the pace on this guy was unreal, and he was a great player for them. Next up, we have Kimmich. Kimmich deserves it. I think he's going to get a position change too. He's going to get that CDM. He was an absolute beast for Dortmund, and this is a card that really interests me because if he does get this CDM card, we're going to be seeing a lot of really, really good defensive midfielders in the Bundesliga now. Next up, we have Pacano. He deserves it. He had a great season this year, and he was one that I thought really deserved it well. And then we're going to head on to the bench. And like I said, this can obviously change. Let me know who you'd put in the 11 or on the bench, or who I missed out on the squad. So starting with the bench, we have Plea, and he scored that really great goal with his shin, I remember. But or the plant foot, I believe it was. But he had a great season. He had a few special cards on FIFA too. He scored a lot of goals, and he deserves it. And then we have Alfonso Davies. I know he's cut off by the face cam. I'm sorry. But you could check out the prediction on Twitter. But with Davies, he was one of those new guys that really came in this year, and he took over at left back. He was an absolute beast, and he definitely deserves a spot in this team. Next up, we have Muller, and it seems like Muller, he's always trash on FIFA. His goal card is absolute stinker. But he led the league in assists this year so far, so he's going to get a spot. And if he doesn't, I mean, that's just kind of robbery on his card. He led the league in assists, so I have a feeling he's going to get his way into the team. Next up, we have Kostich, and he actually had a great season. I know Frankfurt didn't do, insanely good. They're not up there with Dortmund and Bayern, but they really did have a good season because of Kostic and his center back partner Hinteregger. And we're getting into a few of these picks where we had a little bit of trouble picking who was going to finally get into this squad. But at center back, he really did deserve to get in. He played really good, and taking a look at some of the stats that he did put up this season, I mean, he had some very good efficiency. He had a lot of good player ratings too. And just watching him as a player, he did very well. Next up, we have Summer, the man that nobody wants to get in their weekend league rewards. And he's going to probably be back for another weekend league. He had a really good season, too, and he does deserve it. Next up, we have Hakimi. He played an amazing season, and he does deserve to get in, too. At right wing back, he's probably going to get that card. He was very good for Dortmund. I think he does deserve it. Next up, we have Nkunku. And he was an absolute beast for Leipzig this season. He does deserve to get in. I think he will. Being a little bit more of a cheaper card, he will be one that a lot of people will like to pick up. And I think he'll be a very good one to use. And finally, we have Tremmel here. Tremmel was one that I was kind of debating on between him and Ben Sabani. They both had really good seasons at wingback. I just decided to go with Tremmel. I thought, why not? Let's put a Union Berlin player in. And this one's a bit of a toss-up. I mean, you guys can let me know in the comments who you guys think will probably get in these last few bench spots, as it really is a toss-up. I believe everyone in the starting 11 and then the first 5 subs, I think they deserve to get in. They all had really great seasons. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like in this video, and if you guys want more FIFA 20 Team of the Season content, make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.